Dreams don't wake you up at 5 a.m. Dreams don't push you when you're exhausted. It's not dreams that build success, it's work. Too many people sit around waiting for success to knock on their door. But let me tell you something, success doesn't visit. You have to go get it. You don't stumble upon greatness. You carve it brick by brick through relentless effort. Today, I want to remind you that success is not about luck. It's about grind. So if you're waiting for a miracle, stop and start working for it. People love to say, I have a dream, but dreams without action are just wishes. Hard work is what separates the hopeful from the successful. It's the unseen hours, the sacrifices, the failures that refine your craft. When you're tired, when you feel like quitting, that's when you push even harder, because the road to success isn't a straight path. It's full of obstacles meant to test if you're truly worthy of your goals. But let's break it down even further. What does the grind actually look like? It means waking up early when everyone else is asleep. Not because you want to, but because your goals demand it. It means staying late, going the extra mile, and never settling for good enough. Success is built on discipline. The ability to do what needs to be done even when you don't feel like it. It's about mastering the small, mundane tasks that others overlook. Every champion, every leader, every legend you admire didn't just dream about success, they worked relentlessly for it. Michael Jordan spent countless hours perfecting his shot. Oprah Winfrey overcame rejection after rejection. Elon Musk worked 100-hour weeks to build his empire. These individuals weren't handed their success, they bled for it, sweated for it, sacrificed for it. And let's talk about sacrifice. Success doesn't come without a price. It demands time away from distractions. It demands turning off the TV, putting down your phone and focusing on what truly matters. It demands saying no to temporary pleasures so you can say yes to long-term achievement. Are you willing to make that trade? Failure will come. It's inevitable. But failure is not the enemy, complacency is. Every setback, every rejection, every time you fall flat on your face is an opportunity to rise stronger, smarter, and more determined. The real question is, when you fall, will you get back up? Or will you let failure define you? The grind is lonely. Not everyone will understand why you're working so hard. Some will doubt you, some will mock you, some will even try to hold you back. But remember this, success isn't for everyone. It's for the ones who refuse to quit, who refuse to settle, who refuse to be average. When you embrace the grind, when you commit to consistent, deliberate action, that's when success becomes inevitable. It may not happen overnight. It may take years, but every step, every rep, every effort counts. Your dream is not something you wait for. It's something you chase down with relentless determination. So the next time you feel like quitting, remember why you started. Remember that every great achievement begins with a decision to outwork, outlast, and outshine. Will you fight for it? Will you bleed for it? Will you outwork the excuses? Because in the end, success doesn't come to those who dream. It comes to those who grind. Motivation is great. It can light a fire under you, but motivation fades. It's unreliable. Some days you'll wake up ready to conquer the world, and other days you won't even want to get out of bed. That's where discipline comes in. Discipline is the backbone of success. It's doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. It's waking up early when you're exhausted. It's putting in extra hours when no one is watching. It's pushing through pain, rejection, and frustration because you know what's on the other side. Discipline is about consistency. If you rely on motivation alone, you'll work hard when you feel good and quit when you don't. But success doesn't come from occasional bursts of effort. It comes from daily, disciplined action. The greats don't wait to feel inspired. They show up every single day, rain or shine, because they've trained their minds to operate on discipline, not feelings. When you master discipline, you don't need external motivation. You become self-driven, unstoppable. Discipline means doing the hard things, not because they are easy, but because they are necessary. It means understanding that every rep in the gym, every extra hour studying, Every moment spent refining your craft is an investment in your future. Think about the most successful people in history: athletes, entrepreneurs, artists, scientists. They weren't just motivated for a moment, they were disciplined for years. Kobe Bryant woke up at 4 a.m. to practice, even after winning championships. He didn't rely on motivation, he relied on discipline. Steve Jobs didn't just wake up inspired every day. He disciplined himself to create, innovate, and push through failures. Discipline means saying no to distractions. It means prioritizing what truly matters over momentary pleasures. It means staying focused when the world around you is filled with noise. It's the ability to delay gratification, to push past the urge to quit, to understand that true success is built on years of consistent effort. And here's the truth: discipline is not something you're born with, it's something you develop. You train your mind to push forward, to resist excuses, to demand more from yourself. You create habits that build resilience, that force you to grow, that condition you to work, even when the world tells you to stop. Most people fail because they wait for the right moment, the right feeling, the right inspiration. But those who succeed, they take action regardless of how they feel. They don't negotiate with excuses. They don't give themselves an out. They understand that every small decision, every time they choose to work when they don't feel like it, is a step closer to greatness. So if you're serious about success, train yourself to act regardless of how you feel. Show up, work hard, stay consistent, because in the end, discipline is what separates the dreamers from the doers. Successful people are not the ones who feel motivated every day. They are the ones who act even when motivation is nowhere to be found. Because motivation is fleeting, but discipline, that's what builds empires. It's what turns dreams into reality. It's what separates those who talk from those who walk. Imagine what would happen if you stopped negotiating with yourself. If you stopped saying just 5 more minutes of sleep, or I'll start tomorrow. What if today was the day you stopped waiting and started doing every small action you take compounds over time. Every push-up, every page you read, every extra hour you dedicate, it all adds up, shaping the person you become. You don't climb mountains in one leap, you take one step, then another, and another, until you reach the top. And the same applies to your life. If you want to be great, you must commit to daily excellence. No shortcuts, no easy way out. You must show up every single day when you're tired, when you're discouraged, when you feel like giving up. Because every time you push through, you are rewiring your brain to expect more from yourself. Discipline is freedom. It gives you control over your life, your future, your destiny. When you master discipline, you no longer depend on external circumstances to dictate your success. You take ownership. You become unstoppable. Think about the greats: Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Elon Musk, Oprah Winfrey. These individuals didn't wake up successful. They weren't handed greatness. They earned it through relentless consistency, through thousands of hours of unseen work, through their refusal to settle for mediocrity. They trained when others rested. They studied when others scrolled. They invested in themselves when others wasted time. You have the same power within you, but it starts with a choice. The choice to commit, to be disciplined, to hold yourself accountable every single day.